What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be a curator today. Guys, more fun, more excitement here from the museum on a Saturday, guys. Star Wars Saturday, guys. And we have another fun Star Wars offering for you today, guys, that I've been looking for. And I've been seeing, actually. And I got to give a shout out to the place I got this from. It's called Sweets and Geeks. It's a store located in our mall, Great Northern Mall here in Ohio. And they have a toy section. Among other things, they have a ton of candy and different sodas, and you name it, they got it. Stuffed animals. But in this particular store, their toy section, they had this figure here, and I've been looking at this figure for months. It's in a glass case, and it's in the Star Wars section of their toy section behind glass. And this was the only action figure they had. And this is the Star Wars Luke Skywalker in Hoth gear. And they had this for what I want to say for months. Every time I would go in there, I would look at this figure and say, you know what, I want to get it. I don't know. This is $40-something, guys, about $44. Not bad. Not bad. Price is right. But I never pulled the trigger. And I said, every time I would go in there, I would look at this figure, amongst other things, and I'd say, you know, one of these days, I'm going to get this figure, if it's still there. Well, that time came, and I went into Sweets and Geeks and saw this figure. It was still in there. I had a mindset to that particular day, to go check it out and see if it was still there. And so if this Luke Skywalker in Hoth gear is still there, I'm going to go grab it. I'm just going to bite the bullet and pay for it and get it out of there and rescue it, because the box was in fantastic condition. So I had the store clerk get it out of the cabinet for me, the case for me, and so I could take a closer look at it, a M.I.B. Closer look, just to examine it, and it was in phenomenal condition. So I said, yeah, I'll do it. So I purchased this figure, and if you can see in the background, I have my Star Wars Collector Series Luke Skywalker and WAMPA. And the reason I have that out is because our Luke Skywalker is in his Hoth gear as well. And I just want to do some comparisons on him. There are some subtle differences and variations to both Luke Skywalker's Hoth gear uniforms. Not much though, but just ever so slightly. And let me see if I can pull these guys a little closer here. Let me see, I'll just push these guys a little bit further in. This box is heavy. Wampas. Need to go on a diet. This guy's, he's heavy. I'll back this guy up here. But with our Luke Skywalker in Hoth gear, here he comes with the firing Rebel blaster included. He's got his blaster there, but he's also, his weapon here, he's got the weapon with the spring-loaded projectile. But if you look closely at this Luke's Hoth gear, you can see the snow there is embedded in the uniform. Gives that snowy appearance to it. But on our Wampa Luke, his Hoth gear is clean. No snow. Nice and clean. But you know, he comes with his blaster there, his lightsaber. Here's our other Luke's Hoth gear Luke with his lightsaber. Like I say, he's got his blaster. Headgear, all that's the same. I was looking at the face sculpts. I want to say a little bit, just a tad bit different. And I'm going to say my newer Luke Skywalker here in Hoth gear, hair color and eyebrows are a little bit darker than our Wampa Luke. That's what we'll call him, the Wampa Luke, because he's with his buddy there, the Wampa. Same badge right up here. And even that's got some snow on it there. A little snow there on his other badge over here. Nothing on there. Belt, everything else looks like it's about the same. Not, like I said, not a great deal of a variation. Just ever so slightly though. And that's what drives collectors crazy. That's what drives collectors crazy, because it's like there's not much of a difference, but you gotta have it, you know? Let's turn this one around here. Let's get you a side shot here. Not the same. Let's see here. For whatever reason, it doesn't stand well when it's like that. But here, I'll hold it up. Get you a blown out shot of it. Here's our collect them all. And that's the goal here. AT-AT driver, and here's our Han Solo in Hoth gear. I don't have him yet, and I don't have the Snow Trooper. So those are the two that I'm really on the lookout for. I'm really excited about hunting for. So maybe I'll go out today and see if I can find those guys. That's the fun part about it. And then you have the Luke Skywalker on Tauntaun, surveys the frozen landscape of Hoth. I don't have him yet either. So I have a ton of these figures, but that just goes to show you how massive this collection really is, the Star Wars collection is. And Kenner was just doing a phenomenal job back in the day. Let's get you a year. 1997, when this came out, 1997. I'm curious to see how old our Wampa Luke is. I might turn that around and see. Here's how you operate the weapon, the firing weapon. Spring-loaded action weapon there. Insert ammo into gun barrel until it locks in place. 2, push down on end of targeting scope to fire as so. And you can see it's sealed beautifully. Just like I said, the box is in fantastic condition. I'm so happy that somebody didn't cut the proof of purchase out. But 1997, guys. Like I said, I kept seeing this, and I kept seeing it, and I kept seeing it, and I said, you know what, I have to get it. And this is the action collection, the action Star Wars action collection, and we have a lot of those from the action collection. And this is the collector series, so that's the difference. But I want to spin this guy around. I want to see if we can get a year here. There's Kenner, 1997. So both came out in 97. As you can see, the side here, same picture. Just a little different variations in the uniforms. That's really it. Nothing major. It's just a little darker hair, but I don't even know if it's the hair is that much darker. Everything has got snow on it there. Even this little part here on the side of his helmet there. That doesn't. This is just a clean Hoth gear that Luke Skywalker has with the WAMPA, which he really shouldn't be. And that's why I'm so happy that they did the variation to give you that, that feeling that, he's out there in those elements, and we saw what it looked like on the planet Hoth. It's no joke there. It's extremely cold, blustery, the wind. There was a snowstorm coming in. That's why Luke and Han got trapped out there. Luke was in bad shape. So the uniform kind of demonstrates that, shows that. But your thoughts, guys? Do you have this figure? Do you have these figures? We want to know all that, guys. Right in the comment section, right underneath this video, guys. Guys, we got more fun on the way. More Star Wars on Star Wars Saturday, guys. You know the routine, guys. God bless. Stay safe. And keep collecting.